dude, I'm gonna shake it up. I hit the call button. Water? Dude, for water. And they're like, oh, those are guys old. I'm like, now. I need it ASAP. So then they bring water.
But it's growing like
yeah.
All our partners, yeah. Dude, the window sticker. I've had like 10 people ask me about the window sticker. But yeah.
One of the locals to watch out for this weekend is Sugar Shane Golovic, hot off yet another successful wing sprint car season here in California. And Shane, obviously, we got to get the elephant on the
3 or 4 Huggy Buggers.
Yeah. You'll see it. We haven't talked about it yet. Yeah, you're like, hey, get him. You're like, look at this, Audrey. Audrey, come
No, you don't. Johnny? Got a guy on the phone. There's this big blood test in that box. Probably faded another cut.
Siri, if we get it right. Hand sanitizer here. And I have to, you won't let me just, I'll have to touch the other side of that.
Okay, y'all, we'll go ahead and get started. First off, I think I start every year with the same thing, but thank y'all for coming. I know for the most part, weather is on everybody, and we're going to be good for the next 2 days, so don't worry about that. That's the kind of pull I have around here. Should they not have listened to me, I think most of y'all are aware Sunday is our rain day, okay? So we'll run our normal, if for some reason tomorrow we can't run, Sunday we'll run our full final night just like we always do. 100 laps, nothing changes, exact same program. On another note, when you're coming off the track, I know last year we had a little problem with this, but please drive slow through the pits. Nobody pays. It doesn't pay any money to get to your trailer before the other guy. There'll probably be a lot of people in the pits tomorrow night. I'm not sure what tonight's going to look like, but the pits will probably be full tomorrow night. So let's just be mindful of the fact that a lot of the people that are here have not been to a dirt car race, or maybe they haven't been in the pits. They don't know y'all can't stop. They don't know that you guys don't have blinkers and horns and all that stuff. So just be mindful of that so we don't end up crunching someone. I'm not 100% sure on this. I know that there's a couple cars, or 2 or 3 cars, that have not paid their registration. And I can go through and certainly check on it, but it seemed like the easier way to me. We just will not send out checks if you're not registered, okay? So if you haven't registered your car, paid your 50 bucks, please do so. You can go to the pit shack and they'll be more than happy to take your money. The backside of 1 and 2, which I hope nobody finds out, Justin Grant, but if the backside of 1 and 2 is a little wet right now, so if you find yourself over there, it's harder than it was earlier, but it's going to be a little, it's a little soft over there. So try not to end up there. Though anybody that hasn't ran at Placerville and doesn't run Placerville very often, the way you get off of the track, obviously, is you come off 2 and you drive up that off ramp. Well, this year, I don't know if it happened 2 or 3 times during the regular season, but if you come off of 2 and you're starting to lose the rear end of your car, be aware of that ramp, because we had some people take some awfully big rides catching that ramp and just flipping down the backstretch, okay? When you're out there rolling around tonight in the motor heat, just kind of get a sense of where that's at, because we had some people tear some stuff up earlier in the year. And the last thing I have is the final night, as always, will be a completely random draw. We'll throw a bunch of ping pong balls, or whatever kind of balls they are, and throw them in that thing and draw. So if you're sitting in your trailer and trying to figure out where you're at in points and what you need to do, that draw on the final night for the 100 laps and for the big money is completely random. Okay? Any questions for me? Or
You got your whiteboard ready?
I'll go grab it.
I'll go through a couple of our things real quickly before we get into picking your groups. I do have that randomized. I've got a couple copies if anybody needs to grab those on the midgets. Just wanted to go through, we've got our schedule posted, we've got our driver radio on there. I think both divisions are actually going to use that same radio frequency. Check those out before you get to the racetrack. Before you come out for engine heat is the time to check those. If you need to have our people check those for you, stop by. We've usually got a way to figure it out if you do have any problems at all. I'll remind you that on the racetrack as well, if you stop under yellow at one of our officials, you'll always get your spot back for a radio issue. So if you have one of those, get with our guys down on the racetrack as well. Again, channel 1165 on that. We've got our horn marked on there. You already heard it for this meeting, but we'll use that all night, 8 minutes from the time we shut that off to be in staging. That's a 2-row penalty if you're late. We're just a little bit different this year with our schedule than we've been in the past. So you're going to pick your groups. Obviously, we're going to have just 4 groups, 4 heats tonight. But you're going to pick those groups. Our engine heat will be first, obviously, and then we're going to go straight into our hot laps and qualifying. So that first group, I need you to fire off early. I need you to be one of the first ones down there to fire for engine heat if you want to get back out to your trailer and then get turned around for hot laps, because we'll go straight into our hot laps and qualifying to get the night started. But again, engine heat, well pack, we need you on the ball. We're going to be up against it tonight, so we got to be on the move. When you hear that horn for engine heat, well pack, make sure you're on the ball, down the back and down the hill into the infield. On the infield all the way around there to get fired off. Driver radio on, I'll call you off when you're on the racetrack after you fire. Again, those first group cars, you'll be the first cars to fire, hopefully, if you have it together and get down there. And then we'll blow the horn about the time we're finishing up with engine heat for first group of hot laps to come back out. Again, you'll come down the same way and you're going to stay down through qualifying, hot laps and qualifying both, so just plan ahead on that. If you have an issue, you can go one group later in hot laps and still get green flag laps. If you miss by more than the one group, you can fire, but you can't stay out for green flag laps. We go straight from hot laps into qualifying from down there in the infield. Again, it's hard to only miss by 3 if you have an issue down there, but if you only miss by 3 or less, you retain your spot. If you miss by more than that, you can't make the invert for that heat race. So it's a big penalty there if you did have to leave or had an issue there for qualifying. Again, as you push off, you're coming back around to green first time. After checkered, you're up the hill and scales will be here. As you exit, make sure you hit those scales. SP3 this year, SP3 when you qualify, we're going to mark that tire you qualify on. You'll have to run that same SP3 for your heat race and the feature. You can run a different SP3 for the B main. We are on 4 heat format with this year. Those heat races are 10 laps. Again, those are inverted by 8. And on those heat races, we'll stop the winner. That heat race winner is automatically into tonight's feature. We'll also add the top 4 point earners from that heat race. So 5 total out of each heat. The heat winner plus the top 4 in points make it out of each heat race. We'll just have 1 B main tonight with that. B main will be 12 laps and transfer 4 more. They'll start on the back of the feature. 4 from the B main start 21st through 24th. Our race procedures, we'll have our NOS start can in turn 4. Initial starts go from there. If you jump the initial start, you're back to row 2. Single file restarts, leader can fire anywhere past the midpoint of 3 and 4. You just have to stay in line to the NOS can. If you're out of line, it's going to be a 1 spot penalty automatically. If you gain anything that first lap from it, it'll be a 2 for 1, and we'll get that at the next yellow after checkered. You guys know the drill on races. You roll down the hill. We'll scatter you all the way around the racetrack for the B and the A, just to make that push a little bit quicker. We do have a fuel clock on our feature. It's 45 minutes. If we were to hit the 45 minutes, we'll open a red with a white flag from the flag stand. You can use your pit vehicles here on the open red, but all 4 tires have to stay on the racetrack. We'll go over tomorrow's 100 lap procedure, but basically our halfway break is the same deal. It's going to be open red rules where all 4 tires have to stay on the racetrack, or you can't change a tire basically. Any more work than that, you're going to come to the work area. Work area is going to be at the top of the hill all night. No guaranteed time until the feature. Up until then, you have to be ready before the leader crosses at 1 to go. Feature, it's 60 seconds from the time you're there, and we have a good lineup. I'll let you know on the driver radio when that time starts, not just for you in the work area, but for those of you on the racetrack as well. If you come back a second time, you get no guaranteed time, and with 5 or less to go. Lap 25 on, there's no guaranteed time in the work area. A few of our groundskeeping rules, we'll have our pace truck all night. It is the Tundra. If you pass him, you go to the tail. Your back half of the B or the A, starting in the back half, pull up behind him, and we'll tell you on driver radio to go past. We do have a 360 spin rule. If you're going 360, basically 180 to the field, we're going to be going yellow, and you'll be the yellow car going to the tail. With us, lap cars always fall to the tail. If you've been lapped and the yellow comes out, please don't dart past the leader. We'll have lead lap cars pass you. Reminder with us, if you go to the work area or you're involved in the caution, you'll be all the way on the tail of the field for that restart, even if you're on the lead lap. So don't just think that you'll be up in the middle of the field if you're still on the lead lap. You'll be all the way on the tail if you're involved in yellow or go to the work area. We do use split scoring. The first lap after a green, we have to get everybody across except for the car causing the yellow for that lap to count. After that, we go leader +1 to count a lap. And if you cross under green, you'll be scored there. Reminder, our feature has to finish 2 laps consecutively. Green, then white, then checkered. Every other race during the course of the night could finish green and white together. Last few things with me, no buzzing corners, please. Automatic fine for buzzing corners. Same for losing a wheel cover. We don't dictate how you keep them attached. Just make sure they stay on. And for intentional contact under yellow or after the checkered. I'll try to catch you if I see it coming, but just know ahead of time it'll be an automatic fine. After the feature tonight, our top 3 stop on the front stretch. We'll get those 3 back here to scales, and then on our trailer for tech after victory lane is complete. I'll try to catch a hard charger as well. But if I miss you can just quad back out to the front stretch for your interview. Also a reminder tonight, show up points only for our national points. We do have provisionals available for tomorrow, but no provisionals tonight. Tonight all your points get line you up for tomorrow, so those provisionals aren't available tonight. Just show up points as soon as you fire. Tomorrow it'll be feature points only. Transponders should be good for the weekend. I'll check them again later to make sure they can get through even Sunday if we had to use it, but those should be good for the weekend. If you're done for the weekend, you can bring those back and I'll check batteries on those to make sure we're good. Any questions for me on our schedule or procedures at all? Okay, Matt's got a couple more things.
Things real quick. Number 1, a quick shout out to Tim Grant. He always does our trophies for us at the Hangtown. I think he knocks it out of the park on him. That's tonight's winner's trophy. Tomorrow night's trophy is nicer than that, but if you see Tim stumbling around, don't hold Justin against him, just tell him thanks. He does a great job. He doesn't hardly charge us anything. Don't tell him I said that, by the way, but he does a great job. Lastly, and Rich mentioned it quickly, but just to remind everyone, after your hot lap session, you go to the pit, right? And your mule can be down there. We'll have your mule or whatever your work vehicle is, but you'll hot lap and you'll stay in there, and then you'll go out for qualifying. So don't come back up the ramp, stay down there. Okay? Any questions on any of that? Perfect. Okay, thank you. Yep. We'll do our.
Yeah. Is it first, second?
Check.
Then had a question about this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and it would be the same here too, Chase.
Yes.
Okay. So what you're doing is you're putting yourself in a heat and where you want to qualify. So whoever ends up in this group will be your qualifying and your racing group. Does everybody understand that? Anybody hadn't been here before? Perfect. Oh, please put your name as legibly as possible and your car number as legibly as possible. I need to really raise. What can we put this?
He gave you a microphone.
Can I set this up here? Yeah. So they don't have to lean over.
Brian Wiedemann.
Are you going to announce everybody? David Gasper. There you go. Michael Buddy Kofoid.
Seriously.
Mr. Wyndham.
This year.
Chase Johnson. Someone help Chase with this whole thing.
66.
Didn't mean to call you out like that.
What did we have last year?
78.
That's my board. Carson.
Hey Chase, why'd you have to catch Billy on fire, bro? What the heck?
Jacob Denny. Mr. Dason Persley.
Go up there,
One of two. Mr. Golovic. Mr. I don't know. I said something about people are Dason Persley. Spencer Baston. Corey Day.
Hey, how you doing?
Landon Brooks. Landon. Mitchell Moles. The other one. Miss Mariah.
Oh, yeah. That's all right.
Your car number, Mitchell. Mr. Tim, Brian. Tim, here you go, Brian. Thank you so much. Mr. Seavey. Heavy on the Mr.
Yeah, sure. You're just picking one.
Caden Corrali. If there's ever a fight, I want to kick him.
Yeah.
Brayden Shiramonte. Not a chance in the world I could say that. Chance Crump. That's an easy one.
A lot of letters to put on here.
I should think Kyle's going to go last. Can we take a vote?
I don't know. It looks like it.
Can I just take a vote and see what the group says?
Hey, who's this?
That was like basic.
Right here, Corey Day.
That's day.
Yeah. Day 4.
Hey man, I don't go to school anymore.
Yeah. Handwriting's not necessarily his thing.
Mr. Larson.
Wars are
Blake
hard.
Bauer. Jake Andriotti. Mr. Grant. Justin Grant. Present. There you go. What's that? Present. Jade.
No. Sorry, try again, bud.
Oh, give me that back.
Been a long year.
I had no idea how challenging this was going to be. T-Med. Tanner Thorson. Tanner was just... Oh.
Don't fart.
Emerson. Oh no, Emerson. What? Kyle Beelman.
I can now, bud.
Bud.
Probably will.
Do whatever he wants now.
Gavin. Taylor. Taylor. I know. Bueller.
Eat one's full.
Hayden Reinbold. Shannon. McQueen.
E3 is full. 2 or 4.
Cannon McIntosh. I thought I saw you coming. You disappeared. There you go. Thank you so much, Shannon. Jesse Love.
2 or 4. 2 is full. We're down to heat 4.
Brody Fusion.
Before everyone else jumped
Brody.
in, it was Wyndham and Shane. I'm like, over there.
Who's last?
And Tanner Carey.
Not last.
You gotta ride it?
I wanted to be in 3, but I knew if we went back again and be in the same heat, then just lose it.
Just become dead by that.
It's like
Okay.
big
Good.
I don't want to test
What's that for?
outdoor heat race for 3. This platform is hopefully on the same day.
For these 4 cylinders of fury, this stampede of speed, we call the Nos Energy Drink National Midget Series because they are on parade. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time to drop the hammer. Good start up front. We got them side by side down into the corner. Robbie gets shuffled back into the number 2 spot. She's quickly back up to the back bumper. Savvy down into turn number 3 and 4 as he rotates it up onto the front straightaway and leads lap number 1. Watching back behind, Kyle Larson looking to the outside. Fuel's trying to trail as well as they race down into the corner. Larson wants it deep, looking to the outside as Kofi goes to work on Roberts side by side. Across the line, Roberts so caught up in that battle between Logan Seavey, Buddy Kofoid, Avanissian, and Reimers. They came across the checker. Larson wins by 2.5 seconds, but what a battle for second on back. Unbelievable. Larson with the win. Seavey scored P2. Buddy Kofoid gets third. HenryCars.com, Flow Racing, #1 K car makes his way down here to victory lane. Quick qualifier overall, and he's quickly up and out of the race car. How about a race, fans? Kyle Larson. We'll send it down with Drake.
What a drive for the Elk Grove, California driver, Young Money, Kyle Larson, career win 26 under the NOS Energy Drink USAC National Midget banner. 6 to the win. A very impressive. 6 to the win. A very impressive drive for